Welcome back to Askewed Reviews. And this week we are doing Christmas movies. And today we have a viewer request, and it is for the 2020 film A Wrestling Christmas Miracle. Here is your trivia question for today. When Chuck and Kitty Cat are meeting up with Mark Keane at the movie theater, what movies are playing? The answers will be at the end of this episode. So, at the beginning of our film, we get to meet one of our main characters, Case Gabriel, who not only happens to be on the youth wrestling team, but is undefeated, and he also happens to be on the football team. We also get to meet his mom, Cassandra Gabriel, and of course his father, Ajax Gabriel, who also happens to be a professional wrestler, and he's going to do what he does apparently every Christmas. He's going to travel to the Congo, and this time around, he's going to wrestle an elephant. Now, we also get to meet Case's uncle Ronald, who seems to be a bit of a layabout. So Case decided a few months ago that he was not going to do wrestling anymore for the time being, as he wanted to take care of his friend who's currently in a coma. And the way he's going to do that is by apparently writing and directing his own film to show his friend in a coma that apparently will wake his friend up on Christmas Day. So Case gives his Uncle Ronald the copy of the hard drive with the movie so that he can make copies of it. Unfortunately for Case and Ronald, two of the actors in Case's movie, Chuck and Kitty Cat, have decided to break into Ronald's car and not only steal all of Case's presents, but also the hard drive that contains the movie. So now Chuck and Kitty Cat are holding it hostage and telling the family that unless they pay $1 million, they won't give it back. So will Chuck and Kitty Cat actually get away with this? And will they get that $1 million? This movie was directed by Chris T. Anthony. The script for this film was actually written by two of the actors from it, Ken Delvecchio and Buddy Fitzpatrick. Now, even though it has no connection, plot, or character wise, some of the same cast members are used for a movie called A Karate Christmas Miracle, so technically this movie is a sequel to that. Some of the returning cast members from that film to this one are Mario Delvecchio, Julie McCullough, Buddy Fitzpatrick, Candy Fox, Ken Delvecchio, and Martin Cove, who did a cameo in that film and this one. Now, for the life of me, I have no idea how they got these other cameos as well, but also appearing in this movie were Michael Winslow, Jimmy Walker, Todd Bridges, and Gilbert Gottfried. Scott Schwartz, who plays Uncle Ronald in this movie, also had quite a bit of a career before this, although most of it you probably haven't heard of, but you probably know him more from when he was a child, as he appeared in the movies The Toy as Eric Bates and A Christmas Story as Flick. Actor Robert Zadar also was supposed to appear in this film. Now, you might know him from the Maniac Cop movies, but the reason why he couldn't do this movie, and I'm not joking about this, is he had to deal with his pet mini horse, who had been attacked by 3 pit bulls. Mario Del Vecchio in real life was an actual youth wrestler and football player. So when it comes to the film A Wrestling Christmas Miracle, I'm sorry, I really did not enjoy this one. I may have enjoyed it a tiny bit more than A Karate Christmas Miracle, but both of them are just not very good at all. And when I first saw the film, this was before I knew about the first one, I felt bad because I was like, oh wait, was this an actual film project that a kid was trying to do for his friend that was in a coma? No, no, not at all. It's just a bad movie. So I'm going to give this one a 1 out of 5. Now, as for the trivia question from the beginning of this episode, when Chuck and Kitty Cat are meeting up with Mark Keane at the movie theater, what movies are playing? So when Chuck and Kitty meet up with Mark Keane at that movie theater, the movies that appear on the marquee are Star Wars and Spies in Disguise. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Askewed Reviews, and if there's a movie you'd like to see get a review, just mention it in the comments.